Welcome to today's DIY project. Are you searching for an affordable alternative to a StreamDeck for your sim racing setup? Today, I'll show you how to create your own custom button box using infrared sensors, Neopixel LEDs, and ESP32, all communicating seamlessly via Bluetooth. Let's dive in. In this video, I'll guide you step by step through building and configuring a versatile button box for sim racing. Button boxes are often the first mod for DIYers due to their straightforward construction, making this project perfect for beginners. Whether you're new to DIY electronics or a seasoned pro, this project is both fun and functional. First, let's go over the parts and tools you'll need. 20 infrared sensors, Neopixel LEDs, ESP32, multiplexer, 3D printed case, prototype board. All in all, if you catch some good deals, you shouldn't spend more than $20 to build this. Our button box uses infrared sensors arranged in a button matrix instead of traditional mechanical switches. A button matrix is a method used to interface multiple buttons with a microcontroller using a grid of rows and columns. This setup allows you to read the state of many buttons using fewer input-output I/O pins than if each button were connected to its own I/O pin. I made another video about this. Check the link at the top if you want to know more. Each button is paired with a Neopixel LED, allowing us to assign unique colors to each button. Now, you might wonder why I chose infrared sensors over mechanical switches. Using IR sensors allows for interchangeable button templates, providing flexibility that fixed buttons don't. An IR button matrix also reduces the wiring significantly, especially with 20 buttons. I soldered the IR receivers and transmitters onto 4 strips of prototype board. One of these strips has extra receivers. I'll explain why later. These sensors fit into the housing of the button box. I also soldered the NeoPixels onto the base prototype board. These NeoPixels are in a package called Straw Hat, chosen for their low profile. Next, we'll wire the sensors to the multiplexer and then connect it to the ESP32. Initially, I planned to use the ESP32 for everything, but I discovered that the analog ports are disabled when Bluetooth or Wi-Fi is turned on. This is where the multiplexer comes in handy, allowing us to manage multiple inputs efficiently, while also freeing up digital inputs for other switches and analog inputs for potentiometers. We'll secure the back panel with the ESP32 and multiplexer. It might look a bit daunting, but it's all pretty straightforward. It's a bit of a mess since it's a prototype. Now let's configure the ESP32. We'll upload custom firmware that detects button presses and sends signals to your gaming computer. To know what each button does, we print out a paper card with symbols for each button. This card slides between the sensor array and the LEDs, providing a clear indication of each button's function and allowing you to customize the look of your button box. Additionally, our button box supports multiple profiles. Each paper card has 3 additional holes detected by 3 separate sensors. These are the extra sensors I mentioned earlier. This setup allows the box to recognize up to 8 different profiles, each with its unique configuration. One of the standout features of our button box is the ability to easily configure button colors. By pressing the encoder button, selecting the button you want to configure, turning the encoder dial to choose the color, and pressing the encoder again to save, you can quickly customize the appearance of your button box. We can also configure whether a button is a toggle switch that stays on when pushed, or a regular push button. To do this, simply enter programming mode by tapping the encoder, then hold your finger on the button you want to set as a toggle until it flashes. This indicates the button has been converted to a toggle switch. Looking at the Windows joystick configurator, you can see the button stays on when pushed. Just repeat the process to convert it back to a push button. Finally, let's configure the button box for your favorite sim racing game. Open the game settings, navigate to the controls section, and map each button to your preferred functions. The setup process is straightforward, and there you have it. Your custom-built button box is ready to elevate your sim racing experience. With its infrared sensors, colorful Neopixel LEDs, and Bluetooth connectivity, you now have a fully customizable control panel. That's it. If you have made it this far, you should totally subscribe. If you want to help out my channel, just leave a comment about this video. If you are new here, I have made many sim racing peripherals. Check out the playlist or my shop to see them. I aim to make things anyone can build. Thanks for watching.